My name is Lloyd McDonald. I am excited to finally get to see some of you and get a chance to meet you. I'm very excited to be here at DRMS Middle School with your precious children. This has been an awesome start to the year, although this has been a kind of crazy year to get started. Our kids here on the floor got their instruments right at the tail end of August, after we had a couple of weeks of learning about the instruments, doing some instrument testing, doing some musical aptitude things. And then we got our instruments, and we spent a few days making mouthpiece sounds. Raise your hand if you heard mouthpiece sounds in your house. You're welcome, especially if you're a clarinet player. And then we had a chance to play our very first note of the book. It is line number 1, and it's called The First Note. We would now like to play for you line number 1, The First Note. Line number 1. 1, 2, 3, and... Wasn't that lovely? How about a hand for everyone? Well, lucky for me and lucky for you, line number 1 didn't sound that way for long. After about a week, line number 1 sounded like this. How about a hand for the you and your group, line number 1? And once we get started and we've learned a few notes, we can start playing some songs. A lot of the songs that you heard at home are some of the songs that they heard when they were little kids. We're going to play our next song, which is probably the first real song that we learned. It's called Rolling Along. Some of you may recognize it by another name. Rolling Along. What? Very nice. How about a hand for everybody? One of the things we also do in class pretty regularly, in addition to playing, is singing. Now, the kids, when they first got in here, they're like, I didn't sign up for chorus. But being able to sing pitches helps the kids to internalize that oral connection with their instruments. So we're going to sing Hot Cross Buns, and then we're going to play Hot Cross Buns. But I would you play me the beat real quick? Let's sing the words to Hot Cross Buns. Thanks, Dad. While he's getting set up, I'll share a joke with you. What do you get if you cut a tuba in half? Oh, 1 bug! Oh, that was a wonderful number. Yeah, tuba, 1 bug. All right, moving right along. Here goes. Hot Cross Buns. With it. Here we go. Singing and fingering, singing and fingering. 1, 2, 3, go. Hot cross buns. we're going to play for you. It's called Go Tell Aunt Rhody. And it has a sad, sad ending about an old gray goose. I'll let the kids share it with you later. But we're going to play for you Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Play. We'll hear from the woodwinds, and we'll hear from the brasses. This is also a time that I'd like to mention that at the beginning of this year, you may remember, we weren't sure how the school year was going to go. So the middle school band directors across Cherokee County decided that this year was the beginning band. We would start with a limited instrumentation, including flutes, clarinets, trumpets, and trombones, percussion. And we're going to expand that in the future, in the second semester, with more instruments like oboe, saxophone, tuba, baritone, French horn, and percussion, more percussion. So just know that those changes are going to come later. We started this way because in the event that we went into a virtual learning environment, it would be easier to teach 5 different families of instruments as opposed to 10 or 12. But anyway, we hope that you enjoy. Listen to our sections where you'll get to hear the woodwinds, the brasses, and the percussion all separately. Listen to our section. What? Throughout every week, we are constantly learning new concepts For most of these students, most of them have never played an instrument before. For many of them, reading music is happening for the first time. There's a lot of musical concepts that come on every page in the book. This next song that we're going to play is called A Tisket and Tasket, and it introduced something called a pickup. So band, I'll give you 3 counts, and you come in on 4. Here's a tisket, a tasket. Another concept that we've been working on is 8 notes as part of our rhythm studies. This next song we're going to demonstrate for you is one of the methods we use in class. We're going to do some clapping and counting, and then we're going to follow it up by playing Skip to My Lou. Let's clap and count. Skip to My Lou. 1, 2, ready, here we go. I can't hear you. What did you say? Good job. Let's play a little Skip My Lou. 1, 2, ready. Nice job. For this next song we're going to play is the William Tell Overture. We're going to practice singing this one time through and then playing it for you. Let's sing this on 2. Sing together one time. One, two, three. All right, here we go. Play. 1, 2, 3. Nice job, man. If you look on the back of the program, you'll see a list of all the kids, and there are some kids that have a little asterisk by their name. And those are students that have, in class or in the mornings before school, come in and completed a bunch of pass-offs where they come in and play some lines out of the book, they play some exercises, and demonstrate mastery for me, and I sign off on it. And when they fill up that whole sheet, they become a super chief musician. Can I get all of the super chiefs to stand up and be recognized? Come on, hands for all the super chiefs. Good job. And we have a couple of kids that have gone on to the next level and have already completed the super duper chief. Let's have the super duper chief stand up. How about a hand for our super duper chief? close to finishing Super Duper Cheap. They're right there. You've got one or two things left to do. I'm available in the mornings from about 8:50 to a little bit before 9. The kids can come in and complete those pass-offs. We do some pass-offs in class, but most of it is done in the morning. And that's just one way to help motivate the kids to work on things in the book and keep moving forward. We're now going to play for you what I think is one of the most wonderful songs in the world. It's a song that was written just for me. Old MacDonald had a band. I want to share with you that over my teaching career, I've taught at several levels. I've taught middle school level, I've taught high school level, maybe taught a few college classes. And I came back to middle school in large part because you get to see with middle school kids, especially in beginning band, you get to see that progress. From the way line number 1 sounded on that first day that we ever played our actual instruments, to being able to get through pieces where the instruments all have different parts. And you'll see as these kids progress into 7th grade, 8th grade, and on into high school, you will see tremendous progress, tremendous growth. You will see fantastic friendships created with these kids. This is a great experience, and I want to thank you for giving your kids an opportunity to be a part of the band. For many of these kids, this activity right here will in large part define the next 7 years of their life. Now that won't be the case for all of them. For some of them it'll be a really huge part, for some of them just be a part. But I'm so glad that you have an opportunity to experience it. I would like to, while we're here, I'd like to introduce a friend of mine and somebody that these kids are going to get to know a lot in the next several years. That's Mr. Casey Eubanks, the band director at Sequoia High School. Stand up, Mr. Eubanks. Well, you can't hardly have a winter concert without a little jingle bells. So we're going to play little jingle bells for you, and after this, the kids are welcome to get their instrument cases, pack up their instruments, and head on out the door. I wish you a happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, and enjoy your